Hi friends, thanks for coming by. I have a really interesting show for you today, I hope, especially for those of you that are thinking about selling your home. Well, first, let's realize this is not the best market to sell your home, which means that you better have a perfect home if you want to get your home sold within a month or two. Now they're going about 3 months around this area, southern Delaware, but all over the country I know that houses are staying on the market longer than normal. So what can we do to make our house sellable within a reasonable amount of time, getting as most money as possible? And that's the clue, getting the most money. All right, well first, get a good real estate agent. A good real estate agent will be able to help you through most of what I want to talk about today. Have them initially take you to, if you have a new development in the area, go to their model. Look at the model, see how the model is presented. That's how your house is supposed to look. And you say, well, I can't do that. My house doesn't have an open concept. Everything's not gray. That's all right. But look at everything. Look at how the furniture is set up, or the lack of furniture, the lack of accoutrements, the lack of everything around. Everything is very, very minimal. And that's how your house should look. Also, if you've got any homes in your neighborhood that are for sale, the best thing to do, go and tour them with your real estate agent. See what your competition is. Make your house look better than theirs. Okay, what are we going to do? Well, first, you have one shot to make a first impression. So initially, buyers come up to your home. What are they going to do? Well, they're going to look at the outside. So you have one chance to make a first impression. Look at your house with buyer's eyes, okay? Like you are the buyer. Try to get it into your heart that your home is no longer yours. You don't want it to be yours. That's why you're selling. So it's no longer yours, and you're going to look at it from a completely objective point of view. All right, curb appeal. Obviously, make sure the grass is mowed. Make sure the mulch is fresh. Make sure it's string tied and cut and everything looks as perfect as possible. Does the front door need a little touch-up paint? Do it. Do you need a new doormat? Get it. Go to Home Depot. Got a lot of doormats. Pick up a fresh doormat. Okay, it's important. Your first. Honestly, I don't want to. Every time I say something, I don't want to go and tell you something that's happened to me, because I'm a big storyteller and this is going to be an hour and a half. But I have had people drive up to houses, look at them and say, move on. This is not for me. It didn't look crisp, fresh, well taken care of. It might have been beautiful inside, but they never got in the door. So remember, you can only make a first impression once. Looking in the inside, main thing to do, declutter. I know everyone says that, but it's the most important thing. Declutter. My suggestion, get a storage unit. They don't cost that much. You don't need a big one probably. Maybe you do, I don't know. You be the judge. But get a small one and start decluttering. What do you do? What do you put in declutter? Okay, extra furniture. Look around your home. You probably have more furniture than you need. But that's my grandmother's china closet. That's all. No one cares. Go. Get it in the storage unit. Listen, you're going to have to pack anyway. So, all right, this might make it a little harder, but still, get it in the storage unit. Minimize the amount of furniture you have. It makes the room look larger, and that's what you're going for. What else should we do initially? Countertops, either bathroom countertops or kitchen countertops. Get everything off them as much as possible. No one wants to walk into your kitchen and see a coffee maker next to an air fryer, next to a blender, next to a toaster. I mean, it just looks chaotic, just chaotic. Put everything away, leave your toaster or your coffee maker out. Leave the coffee maker out. Make it look really nice. Put a couple of cups next to it, maybe a plant. That's about it. You don't need more than that. You don't want it to look like you don't have enough storage. And that, I think, is the theme of today. Make your house look large with lots of storage. Other things to declutter from your home, besides all the little tchotchkes and knickknacks. And everyone says, and this is the truth as much as it hurts, get the family pictures off the wall. If you want someone to see themselves in your house, they don't want to see you staring back at them. Here I go again. I can't stop myself. I have had clients walk in and not like the way the family looked. They had family pictures over and I don't know why they didn't like them, but they didn't like them. And they wouldn't buy the house. And I'm not making this up, I swear. I am not making this up. So get rid of your family pictures. Get rid of anything political or religious. God's not going to hate you if you take the cross down. Trust me. God wants you to sell your house too. You can stick one of this with the St. Joseph's in the ground upside down. I don't know if you want to do that. I know some real estate agents that buy them by the bag. I don't really think that works. So do that. That's the first go around in your house. The other most important thing, deep clean the home. If you don't want to do it, hire somebody. Deep clean the baseboards, the walls, the ceilings, everything. Spotless. That's what you need. What else do you do after deep? Because, people look. And if they see the house isn't so clean, there's stuff in the corners, it gives a bad impression. And they think, well, what else are you neglecting? People will go like from 0 to 100. So, they haven't taken care of this house at all. Maybe you missed a week dusting or something. Small repairs, take care of those. Loose handles somewhere. Cracked switch plate, the 99-cent switch plate. Go to Ace Hardware. Put a switch plate up. Burned out light bulbs or light bulbs that don't match. Okay, if you've got one that's a bright blue and then you've got one that's sort of a soft yellow, and make them all match. That's all. It's not that hard. Make them match. You got sticky doors. You know how you get rid of sticky doors? It's easy. You get a bar of soap, you rub it on the side of the door where it's sticking, and then it will open and close smoothly. If it doesn't open and close smoothly after that, you've got a problem. You're either going to have to plane it down or fix the hinges, but whatever it is, fix it. In the kitchen and the bathroom, grout repair. If your grout is not in good repair, fix that. That's important. Okay. Now, a lot of people say, what about paint? Paint. If your paint is decent, don't worry about it. If you've got your paint left over and you can go around and take care of the little dings and nicks and stuff, you go around with some white paint and take care of the baseboards and everything. That's all you really need to do. You don't have to repaint unless you have some wild or ridiculous color. I don't mean ridiculous. That's a value judgment. You may like a bright red room. You may also be the only one that likes a bright red room. That's something, paint it. Paint it white. Paint it beige. That's it. That's the only colors you need to know, white and beige. Don't go gray. Gray is fallen out of favor. It looks cold. It looks stark. So don't go gray. So, paint whatever you think needs to be painted. Let's look at the kitchen. You got to freshen the kitchen up a little bit, maybe. You know what's a nice thing to do that modernizes and freshens the kitchen up and it doesn't cost a lot of money? Change the hardware on the cabinets. If you've got old-fashioned looking hardware or used looking hardware, it's not that hard. Go Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, wherever. They all have hardware. Not that expensive. Change them all out. It will give your kitchen a new look. Make sure the caulking around the sink. That's easy fix too. As I said, clear your countertops off. Get rid of the air fryer that no one uses. Move them out. Storage unit. Replace anything old or worn in the kitchen if you can. And take everything down off of your refrigerator with the refrigerator magnets and your kids' hand paintings and things of that sort. Or get rid of them. Again, it's too personal. Take everything down. Depersonalize, depersonalize, depersonalize. Again, put a plant, a couple little things on your kitchen counter, but don't make it look cluttered. Okay? Trying to think. Light bulbs we talked about, make them all match, please. And if you've got a dark corner in your house, put a lamp there and turn it on when people are coming, just to lighten things up. A little useless corner you don't use, put a chair there, a light, make it a reading nook. Make sure everything has a reason to be there. Also, a lot of times light isn't coming in from the outside because you've got trees or bushes or something. The bushes are too high. Trim the bushes. Make sure as much light gets in the house as possible. Every room should have a function. Say, well, people will know. Just because we're using the third bedroom for storage. Oh, well, there's a red flag there. There's 2 red flags. I mean, huge flags. First off, you're just saying, this house doesn't have enough storage. And people are going to look at that room and say, well, what are we going to do with this room? You think to yourself, well, it's a bedroom. You're going to use it as a bedroom if you want, or a study, an office. Make sure it has that. If you want to turn it into an office, turn it into an office. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Get rid of the junk that's in that room. Get it in your storage unit. Plunk a desk in the middle of the room. Stick a little light on it. That's all people need to know. Oh, okay. It's an office. Or get a blow-up bed. Stick it in there. Boom. It's a bedroom. You don't need elaborate staging, but you need to let people know what the room is. So don't forget that. You don't want people to think you don't have enough storage space. People are going to look, by the way. They're going to look in closets. They're going to look anytime where there's storage. They're going to look at it. They're going to open up things they probably shouldn't even open up, but they're going to anyway. So just make sure things are where they should be. Start packing. You say, well, house isn't even on the market. No. Start packing now. Packing takes forever to do it right. You don't want to pack in a hurry and then have everything broken or missing when you get to your new home. Because that happens. It happened to me. So take it from me. Don't pack in a hurry. Last time we packed in a hurry and we moved, for some reason, all of the lids to all of the pots and pans I had didn't make it. I don't know where they went. Someone's enjoying a lot of lids somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, what should you pack now? Well, things you're not going to use. Off-season clothing. If it's summer, pack up your winter clothing. If it's winter, pack up your summer clothing. Holiday decor. You're not going to be decorating for holiday while people are looking at your house. All holiday decor. Stored away. Garage overflow. Make your garage look like it's a garage, not a storage unit. That's all you got a storage unit for. Make it so that people can see you can put cars in it. That's not easy a lot of times, but do it if you can. If you've got a basement storage bins all over the place, again, put them in your new storage unit that you just got. All right, another big turnoff. Odors. People don't like to talk about odors, but the odors are very important. And if you have a dog or cat, you probably are nose blind to their odors. They have them. They're there, and people will smell them. So let's try to mitigate this. How can we do that? Well, if it's like a doggy odor or a kitty odor, my favorite thing to do is get Stanley Steamer, which I am not sponsored by them. I wish I were Stanley, if you hear me. They're wonderful. Get everything steam clean. It probably will take care of the odor problem. What else can we get rid of? Well, on the other side of that, I forgot. Some people say, they put Carpet Fresh down. Carpet Fresh will cover everything. Carpet Fresh smells horrible, and everyone knows you're covering something up. Just don't do it. or a million plugins all over the place with different scents. You're trying to kill somebody. Don't do that. It just shows you that you are trying to hide a smell. What could the smell be? Mold? A dead body in the basement? You don't know. People go, there they go. They'll go to the worst possible answer. So don't do that. If you can open the windows, the best smell is fresh air. Try to keep them all open before someone sees the house, then close them maybe beforehand if it's cold out. But that's my idea. All right, something else you're probably not thinking about. Let's look at getting all of your documents in order. What do I mean by that? Well, your real estate agent is going to ask for utilities to post on the MLS with your documents. So you'll need your electric, your sewer, gas, water, whatever utilities you use. You'll need that. Also, what else? Manuals for your appliances, as well as warranties if you have them. Also, repair receipts. And if you have a survey would be very, very good to have. Also, your HOA documents, if you live in an HOA, I'm so sorry. You will have to apply to your management association probably. At least you would in southern Delaware. I mean, it doesn't go for everywhere. And you would have to pay to have them send you a copy of the documents. So do that beforehand because you're going to need them anyway. So just do it. Also, if you've done any major remodeling of your house, you've added a deck or a room or something, you will need to have the permits ready, and you better have them permitted. If not, start working on that even sooner. Okay, so now what you're getting ready for is photo day. In other words, when the professional photographer, not your real estate agent with an iPhone, a professional photographer is going to come and take pictures. Now, the professional photographer will move things around usually, make a couple little changes, but you should do that beforehand. Make sure the toilet bowl is closed. Make sure everything is clean and fluffy and beautiful. And, the beds are made like you're in the army. Your nightstands and dressers are cleared. The kitchen countertops are all clear. Think minimalism. And last but not least, move the cars out of the driveway. So people can just pull right in, and no one's going to worry if you're home or not. The car's there. I wonder if they're home. Nothing more awkward than walking in and having the owner be in the house, especially if you don't know they're going to be there. So that's better. Make sure when you put your house on the market, never be there when it's being shown because it's just awkward and it just gives a bad impression. So if you're thinking about putting your house on the market and you're in southern Delaware, hey, give me a call. I'd love to. I would love to list it for you. I also do something that most real estate agents don't do, and I will pay for a pre-listing inspection. So instead of just worrying about a creaky door or floor or something, this will be a deep dive inspection, and anything major that comes up, you can take care of beforehand because whatever you pay to fix is going to be much less than what someone is going to think it costs. Because, you can always go around and check with neighbors and friends and stuff. Someone walks in and they see a door broken or something. And they're like, oh my God, it's $5,000 to fix the door or something. Of course it's not. So just, that's something I'll pay for. It's like $500, but that is a service that I give to my clients so we can make sure we go smoothly towards closing, which doesn't happen too often, but it does at times. So I'll do that for you. So that's good. So again, if you're thinking about selling your house, or if you need a referral for someone, I know people around the country. Half of my relatives are real estate agents. So I could probably hook you up with somebody if you need it. Just give me a call, text, email me. All that information will be at the end of this presentation. And also, I've put together a 2-week schedule on what you should do week 1 and week 2 to get your house ready for the market. It's pretty much just a précis of what I've done here with everything else, but you can get that. I'm going to put a link at the bottom to my website, and it'll be on my website somewhere. I haven't put it there yet. I got to put it there first, but it'll be on my website somewhere. Okay, so look out for that. So I do hope you enjoyed this and you learned something. Please give me a like, subscribe. Please, 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 please subscribe. And give me a like, a thumbs up, a comment would be lovely. Is there anything you can add to it, especially if you're a real estate agent that I haven't thought of? Please, please let me know. That would be fantastic. And to know more about me as a real estate agent, I'll be putting a link to why hire me as a real estate agent up here or here, maybe over my face. I don't know. Still new at this. So that's about it, my friends. Be well, and I will see you soon.